Hi, I'm Dorinda. Welcome to my channel, PrimordialDor Tarot. I'm here to do a Virgo reading today for December 9th to the 12th, 2025. I'm using the Thoth Tarot deck and I'm going to do a Celtic cross. At this time, I'd appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe. Costs you nothing to subscribe and it helps me build this channel and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Okay, we're going to cut the deck. For Virgo, please, for Virgo. Calling upon the universe. Can I have some messages for Virgo, please? What does Virgo need to hear today on the 9th of December? Okay, there we go. All right, Virgo. Bottom of the deck, see overall. Bottom of the deck, we have the Princess of Wands. All right, she's a light, carefree energy. You know, happy, carefree, magnetic, draws people to her because she's charming and beautiful. And she's creating her own reality with that wand. So I think you want to take on some of her energy. Just lighten up about things. Be the Princess of Wands. You know, she's the life of the party time, right? So everybody wants to hang out with the Princess of Wands. Charismatic and charming and beautiful. And she's having all the fun. So you got to lighten up, Virgos, and be the Princess of Wands sometimes. All right, present situation. You have an ace. Ace of disc, Virgo. That's the whirling emblem of creativity. This is about material resources and wealth. This is about a new opportunity to make money, starting a creative endeavor of some sort. This is could be a beautiful offer being made to you, a gift, you know, a beautiful new situation being offered to you. Or maybe you have an idea for a new creative endeavor of some sort. Well, it's time to start it now, Virgo. And this is going to bring in the money. Going to bring in the money, Virgo. All right, Virgo. Your challenge is Major Arcana. We have the Hanged Man. All right, Virgo, this is about getting a new perspective. This is about taking a time out. Before you start that ace, take a time out. All right, and just meditate, isolate, you know, contemplate. And it's about giving up resistance, surrendering. You know, just don't be fighting up against anything. Just go with the flow. All this water here is giving up, surrender to it, go with the flow. Quit pushing, you know, take a time out, and you'll get a new perspective on things, a different way to look at things. All right, and then you can start your ace with a different perspective. Okay, Virgo? Like maybe doing it an easier way, doing things an easier way. All right, Virgo, the below position is the Five of Discs, worry, our old worry card here. You know, what you focus on gets bigger. So don't worry about all the little problems. I know it's a busy time of year and you got a lot of things to do and you get a little worried about things. This is your everyday worries, paying the bills, fixing the car, being at the right time for people and place. It's like I said, it's busy, right? I don't partake in it, so I don't have any problems with that. So what you got to do, what I say is you got to distract yourself from the worry. You know, go play your favorite music. Go do your favorite sport. Go to the movies or something. It's a busy time of year, right? If you got a movie you want to see or something, take yourself. Just go. Take a break for a few hours. Because, you know, the problems are on this vibration and the solutions are on a different vibration. So you got to get off that one. And then when you're out doing something, you know, you might get the answers to those problems that you're worried about. They're more likely to come if you're out having a good time than if you're just sitting at home fussing about it and worrying about it. Don't fuss and worry, Virgo. Go have some fun. All right, Virgo. Like just go to the show or something. Past position, which could be yesterday. You have the Knight of Cups. All right, this is about love. And he's coming in, bringing that cup of love. And this is, you know, sweet, gentle, innocent, very kind person. Maybe someone's coming into your life. And it's just recent past. Bringing you the cup of love, Virgo. Could be. some love coming into your life. And you can see all this water here. He's going with the flow. He is going with the flow. So you need to take a time out. Learn to go with the flow. Not, maybe you have your ideas about how a love is going to turn out or come to you. You just got to give up. Surrender to it and let it just happen, Virgo. Go with the flow. That's why all that water's there. All right, Virgo, they're side by side here. All right, Virgo, your future position. You have another ace, your second ace in this reading, Virgo. 2 new beginnings. This one's about money and wealth. This one's, maybe you're thinking about that night. This is something passionate you're passionate about. This is the spark. This is the idea. Could be a spark of a new creative endeavor. The thing you want to do here with this ace, you're fired up about it and you got you excited. Some idea, about making money, right? Starting a new challenge. Or it could be that you're thinking about somebody, a new love, and you're fired up and excited about it and can't stop thinking about that person. Either way, Virgo, you have 2 aces. So this is beautiful. 2 new beginnings. And you don't need to worry. You got 2 aces. You're all worried. All right, Virgo. Your near future position is the 5 of Cups, the disappointment. So, then you think about the times you tried to start a new endeavor and it didn't work out, or the love relationship that didn't work out, and all those things, and then it makes you worried. You're worried and you're thinking about those disappointments, and that's just going to get you on a bad vibration, You won't be able to welcome in that night. So these disappointments were teaching lessons, teaching you how to do it, how not to do it. All right, Virgo, so they're a help. They're a help to you, and you'll understand that. Take that time out, get that new perspective, and you'll see that they were just things teaching you, and now you're going to get it right. Now you're going to get it right, Virgo. Your internal position, what you're thinking, Virgo. We have Major Arcana. We have the Adjustment card. All right, the Magician's Sword, the Scales of Libra here. So the universe is on your side. It knows what's going on with you, Virgo. And the universe is coming in to balance things out for you. Instead of being the crazy ups and downs, smooth things out, balance, evenness. All right, and it indicates that if you have a legal situation going on, that it may be coming to a conclusion very soon. All right, let's hope for that, Virgo. Universe is on your side. In your environment, Virgo, you have Sun in Capricorn, 4 of Disc Power. It's called in this deck. All right, so you're starting to get a little power in your life. This is a castle, the moat, the cultivated fields. And this is stability, working from a place of stability now. And then you can do so much better when you're working from a stable place and you're not all over the place and the ups and downs and all that. It's hard to deal with. You need a little bit of stability, and then you can do so much better. And power. You're taking the power back in your life and making the right calls for you, Virgo. All right, you're learning. All right, Virgo, in your hopes and fears, you have another Major Arcana. You have the Fortune card, otherwise known as the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so this is good luck, a big win. Keep your eyes on those stars. So that wheel constantly turns. It never stops turning. And you're never stuck at the bottom because it's always turning. So it is your time now to get to the top of that wheel, Virgo. All right, and a big win. Anything can happen with this card. Anything can happen. So, it could be in love. Something you think could never happen. You're thinking about somebody, maybe. It could happen. It would be a miracle, right? But miracles happen all the time. I know that. I get saved by them on a regular basis. Okay? There you go, Virgo. Anything can happen here. This could be a love, This could be this other ace, the new beginning that you're fired up about, the creative thing you want to do. Going into the next year, you have plans. Next year going to be fantastic. get this year behind us. We a lot of learning lessons this year. 2 aces and the Wheel of Fortune, Virgo. I think this is beautiful. This is a beautiful situation. All right, Virgo, anything can happen. The final card and outcome of this reading, Virgo, is another ace. 3 aces. Ace of Swords. I didn't see that. I got a chill. All right, so this is the Magician's Sword once again, cutting through those clouds to clarity, seeing the truth about situations, Virgo. Seeing the truth about situations and having super high intuition, right? You're bang on. Whatever you're thinking, Virgo, it's right. So you have super high intuition. 3 aces, Virgo. 3 aces. Wow, you are on a roll. And the Wheel. And the Wheel. So Virgo, anything can happen here. 3 aces. All right. The Wheel of Fortune. Anything can happen. Miracles happen with this Wheel of Fortune. Fired up about some creative thing you want to do, or you're thinking about somebody and you can't stop thinking about them. And you're getting an opportunity handed to you. Beautiful opportunity. And you know it. All right, Virgo. And you will jump on it. Okay, and you keep that lightness of this Princess of Wands. Be happy, be carefree, be light. Don't be rigid in your thinking. Don't worry about things. Look what you have, 3 aces. 3. Wow. All right, Virgo, no worries here. All right, we'll conclude with one animal spirit card, please, for Virgo. What does Virgo need to hear right now? What does Virgo need to hear right now? That's beautiful. 3 aces. Wow. What does Virgo need to hear right now? One card for Virgo. Here we go. Porcupine Spirit. Time for beginner's mind. Okay, I'm going to read it. But this is about unlearning everything you ever learned. Unlearning everything you ever learned. And starting fresh. Getting that new perspective. All right, clearing the mind. That's that Hangman. Clear that mind. Number 48. I know this one. All right. Are you feeling prickly and defensive lately and assuming you will be hurt before you have seen any sign that such a reaction is called for? Perhaps an old sense of guilt and shame is causing you to be cynical and wary when you are meant to be open and curious. Self-protection is a good thing, but you may be protecting yourself from something that will not actually harm you, but instead will bring you abundance, happiness, and love. Yeah, don't worry, Virgo. Remember your innocence, and you will see what you have been overlooking. Porcupine quills are filled with air, allowing a porcupine to float in water. Now is the time to let your innocent nature keep you buoyant. All right, Virgo. You take that time out, float in the water. Unlearn everything you ever learned so you start fresh. All right, Virgo, that was a magnificent reading. I enjoyed it. I hope you did, and I'll catch you next time.